All right. What's up? Hey, you. I literally just wanted to go live again because I did a live earlier this morning at like 9 a.m. and I was in the store as I waited for the library to open up, and the lighting in there sucked. And I'm telling you, the sun just loves me, and I love the sun. And when the sun is shining directly on me, it truly is the best light. The light from God. No man made light really serves my skin and does me any justice like the light that comes from God. And so I wanted to go live while I had a few minutes and show up under the best light that only God can provide, sunlight. And so, woohoo! It just gives me a boost, honestly, too. Like when I did my live earlier, I was like, also the content that I was talking about, it affects me. I was wondering, like, why is my mood off all day? Because I was talking about low vibrational things. So, and the lighting sucked in there. And so I'm going to bake in the sun and give anybody a few minutes to get on. If not, I'm just going to sit here in the sun and read my book and drink this. Whew, I'm so glad I have something cold to drink. I'm so glad that the weather got nice because, like, the first half of the day, the weather, it was iffy. It was windy. It was cold. I was like, come on. Good thing I put this shirt over my dress. I have like a summer dress on. I was like, oh, let me put a little something over it because I didn't know how the weather was gonna be today. But what's up? Hello, whoever just joined on. What's up? Talk to me. Damn, that's good. I'm glad that I went with this pineapple. What's up? What's up? Why y'all not talking to me? How are y'all feeling today? Happy Wednesday. If you're just getting on, I was saying I did my live for the day earlier this morning, but I was in the store and the light wasn't serving me any justice. So I had to, look at that. I had to get on, and only the best light that God could provide, sunlight, because it attributes all my best features when I'm directly in the sunlight. And dag, my little makeshift stand is not holding up. But I didn't have a topic or a theme. I already covered that for the day. So I was just getting back on to do myself some due diligence and justice to be showing up in my best light, sunlight. So what's up? Talk to me. What's the word? What's the 411? What's the math? I mean, y'all want me to get hood on y'all real quick? What's up? How are you feeling? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Bryant. What's up? How you doing? You said life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. It only gets better. Tell me about it. I did a live earlier, and after I did my live, like my energy was low, and I was like, "Dad, like, why am I like in a mood?" And it was because of the content that I was covering. Then I got out. I was literally on my phone because I was meeting up with somebody to give them some sauce. And this lady, literally, I don't know who she was, just a stranger. She just walked up to me And she was like, "You're an angel." And she just stood there smiling at me. And she was like, "You are an angel. I just wanted to tell you that." And she walked away. Things like this happen to me every single day. Yesterday, the lady I met while I was waiting in line, she was telling me that I was a good luck charm. I mean, I don't know these people. We just had the lady yesterday, we had a few back and forths. And I was like, Dag, like something about my energy, my aura has shifted. And all walks of life, all walks of people, men, women, they just come up to me or in passing and they give me these compliments or they say these things that are just unexpected, unprovoked. And I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what it means. But when you say this, that life is beautiful and life, it only gets better, it is a reminder to myself that I am in total agreement with you because how the beginning of the year started for me versus how the year is going now, and we have a couple more months in the year. I do believe that the year is going to end on a really great note for me. I really don't know how it's going to end. I journaled and talked to God today again. Oh my gosh, this is going to drive me crazy. Um, Thank you for the compliments. Wrench, what? Wrench tuning in Jesus. Okay, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you. Just stay in the light and watch it shine down on you. Blossom your fullest potential. Yes, thank you for that. And thank you for telling me I'm beautiful. Thank you. Um, what's up with your name? Wrench turning in Jesus. It's like a tongue twister also, but thank you for telling me I'm a pretty woman. I appreciate that. And thank you for that. You know, I strive to reach past my potential, and I'm in a space in my life where I've spent the last 10 years personally developing, just like blinders on, reading, networking, building businesses, and growing this plethora of skill sets in the personal development process. And my brain has been stretched past its potential. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say like you know when you get new rubber bands and then oh look at that I have rubber bands like the big yellow ones and then you stretch them out and then they never fully go back to their original size. They kind of remain kind of like how we should like that's how my brain is. So now when people are trying to revert me back to like lifestyles and the structure and the routine of how we're conditioned to live our everyday lives. Me trying to explain people who to people who don't get it, it's a frustrating process. So I just tell people what they want to hear. Unfortunately, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm looking for a job and you know I want to get back into the working a job. Like no, and they don't understand that. So sometimes you just have to meet people where they are. So I just tell people like what they want to hear. But my life is going in a whole nother direction. And because people don't see it or they don't understand it when I'm elaborating about my dreams and the path that I'm on and where I'm going, people try to sidetrack me off of that. And they're just like, you don't have time to focus on that. And like, you gotta, you have to get yourself over here and like take all these baby steps and like the normal conditioning process. And I've just read too many books and I've just experienced too many things in the last 11 years. It's like once you experience something, you cannot unexperience it. And if somebody else never experienced it, then it can be unfathomable to the average person. So I'm I'm just in a space where I'm listening to what God is telling me to do, and like God has me in this season of being still and being patient, and it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. And yesterday, a funny thing happened to me yesterday. is I was sitting downtown and I was sitting downtown. Like my rubber band broke. I was sitting downtown and I was on my computer and I was doing a couple things and then I noticed there was a water fountain there. Well, not a water fountain, but one of those fountains where people throw change in. And it had like a flowing thing in the middle and then you could see everybody else's change on the side, right? So I was like, dang, I like looked through, see if I had some change, and I was looking for a specific year on whatever change I could find. And then I found a nickel that was close to the year that I was looking for. So I stood in front of it and I said my grace, I said some prayers, just talked to God. And one of the things is like I've been spending the last 10 years journaling and like writing out my lifestyle, writing out the paracme of life and lifestyle that God is not only taking me to, but funding and providing for me and my daughter. And I've been doing that for so long that I no longer can even the amount of signs and the amount of things that happen to me in a daily basis, especially over this year, the signs that I get every single day, I'm like, oh, you know what? The lifestyle that God has for me, I I'm thinking small. Y'all ever see that video where a guy's like, "You think it's small, bitch? You need to be thinking big." Like the lifestyle that I picture for myself is on a small scale, and where God's taking me, it's so out of my mind. Like I can't even fathom it. I can't even speak because whatever I would speak would be too small. It wouldn't be vast enough. So I was sitting there, just saying those things out loud. Like I know that you have something big. Like God is manifesting a big miraculous miracle that I can't even fathom. I couldn't even put it into words where God's taking me, what I'm going to experience going into my 40th birthday and beyond. Like, I can't. Like, I don't have enough words. I don't have enough imagination. So I'm just allowing God to do what He's going to do. And I went to throw the coin as I was, ending it. I went to throw it, and my coin went right into the water, right into the flow. It got lost in the flow. I couldn't even see it anymore. Everyone else's, you could see on the side, it just landed in the still water. And I was like, damn, that's interesting that my coin, because I didn't even throw it over to it literally just flew over to the water that was flowing. And I was like, wow, that's a sign. I think everything is a sign. But that was definitely a sign because why didn't it land in the still water? Like I physically am in an era in a season of stillness and having to wait. I feel like I'm in the waiting room every fucking day and I'm waiting for my name to be called and I'm waiting for that door to open up so I can like walk through it. And every day I would just be waiting. But I be having experiences when I'm outside and when I'm doing things and in my mobility and just in my day, that is just like wait till your name is called. Wait till that door opens up. You don't even know what's behind the door is it's so big. Like I wouldn't even be able to imagine it. I wouldn't be able to journal it. I wouldn't be able to document it pre pre it happening. I wouldn't be able to because my mind doesn't have the capacity to write a script that good. Only God could write it. So I have stopped journaling in that aspect of wanting and wishing and hoping and um, envisioning myself. I still envision myself. I definitely envision myself being a top orator and traveling the world, sharing my story and conveying messages, life changing messages to people that need it, people in need of inspiration, motivation, and powerful testimonies that allow them to see, like, oh, if you are able to go from this and that, if you are able to suffer through and survive through this and that, what I'm going through is nothing. And that my message is always for people to take their lives into their own hands and participate in their own rescue, because we're all programmed to wait. We're programmed to wait. We're programmed to ask other people's permission, and we're programmed to be reliant on other people and live outside of ourselves. And ever since I went on this journey of one, making money independently outside of a 9 to 5 for myself, that had changed just my perspective on a lot of things. And then the last 5 years, going on six, of having time freedom, like I have the entire day to do whatever it is I feel like doing, especially now that my daughter's in school. I have time freedom. And time freedom is so valuable, so valuable to me, because time is more important than money. You can never get your time back, but you can always make more money. So I've had a lot of life changing experiences, and I have things that people don't value, or that people aren't seeking, or they are seeking, but they're so caught up in their autopilot and their livelihood of excuses of their and being accommodated to how they show up and the routine that they're in, and the rush that they're in, and the schedule and the routine that somebody else created for them. So they don't understand that once you have something, you experience it over a consecutive amount of time. Going back, like, why would, if I have time freedom to just get up whenever I want and do whatever I want throughout the day, what would motivate me to want to go back to rushing in traffic and rushing to get to a job that I don't like or don't want to be at, to punch somebody else's clock, to ask permission to use the bathroom, and work every single day but don't get paid every day? That's what entrepreneurship taught me. Once I started to become an entrepreneur and I started to make my own products, my own services, and make money independently for myself outside of a job, that is one of the biggest lessons I took from entrepreneurship, is that if I work every single day, I should be getting paid every single day. And trying to explain that to somebody who's just conditioned, who only works a job and has no or motivation to do anything outside of a job, I can't explain that to somebody that doesn't even want that. When I was working a job, when I was working in nursing, I always had that mentality of, I want to work less and get paid more. And I know that a lot of people will say everybody wants that, but not necessarily. Everybody might say that they want it, but their way and how to get towards it, they don't have an answer for it. And they will just stay in that rat race of going to school, work a job, go to school, work a job, work a job, go back to school. And I never wanted those things. Like, me becoming a nurse was like, this feels like a scam, because why am I still working 12-hour shifts for a little bit more pay? But to other people, they're like, oh yeah, you were a nurse and you have this title and you get to wear scrubs and you look cool, and you think it's like ER and all these stupid shows on TV. It's not. So I have had, over the last 11 years, too many experiences and too many lessons that nobody's in control of you over you. And the way that we're programmed and conditioned is meant to keep you in a mental prison, is meant to keep you unfulfilled and happy. I mean, even just the thought and the theory of there's people that get jobs working as a cop or working in the correctional offices so that they can work 20, 40 years and retire, right? But if we really think about it, that even that system is failed and flawed, because how many people do you know? I know a plethora of people that are retired, and what are they doing right now? They're working again. So why would you stay on the same path that you see everybody else in, if you see the end goal isn't what they sold you? Nobody that I know that is retired from a job stayed retired and then they lived a life of luxury and traveled and did all this stuff. No, they live on whatever pension, and then, hello, times change, inflation, all this stuff happens, you can't live off of that. So they live off of it until it runs out, or you apply for Social Security or whatever your health conditions are, and then you're living on a fixed income, and then it gets to a point where that's not even enough anymore. So people go back who are retired and they go back and they get part-time jobs or full-time jobs at this point in time. But it's like, isn't the point of retired is done? Like no more work after you retired. But that's the whole thing. That's just my plethora of things. Um, oh, you giving me Bible verses? I love that. I'm into my Bible. You lost internet connection. Hello. I'm not even commenting to you because you were saying rude stuff. Anyways, back to you. Wrench turning in Jesus. You don't need a coin to make a wish. Just send a prayer, and God will hear you. Yes, I was just sharing my experience. I'm sorry if that offended you. Look up Psalm 1. It says, we are to be planted by the living water. You know, I am reading Psalms. It's taken me a very long time, longer than I would like to admit, to get through it. Reading the Bible, you have to take your time to dissect and really understand the scripture. So, but I've started with Psalms and I'm still currently reading Psalms, but I will remember that. And yes, I talk to God every single day and I pray a lot and I journal, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I see something, I'm doing what God told me to do. Like, that story was me sitting there noticing that there was a fountain there, and God was telling me to look for a coin with a specific year on it. And I found something kind of close. And then when I did my numerology, like it all added up. And like I can't make it make sense to people who don't get it or maybe don't want to get it. I don't know. But I agree with what you're saying. I agree with your ideology, and it is true. But I like to do a plethora of things. I don't just live one a one track life or one way of doing what things. And I'm also out of my people pleasing era. So I will listen and I will still do what I want to do accordingly. Damn, I'm drinking out of this and I have a straw. Oh, snap. And now the sun is really blinding me. I cannot see. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you were. I see that I gotta wait the first and 15th to get paid. That's what I'm saying. Like, no. That's why my message is always turn your life into a lifestyle. And the way that you turn your life into a lifestyle is by taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue. And the reason I say that is because nobody's coming to save you. You must save yourself. If not, if you don't save yourself, if you don't create your own system, right, then you're dependent on the system that was never created in mind for you to win. It was created in mind for you to wait and survive and barely get by on that. You said what? I didn't say that. It no, I'm not militant or in the military or none of that. You know, I'm enlightened and I've learned a lot of stuff outside of how we're all programmed and conditioned to like live our lives within society and like yeah, and I'm just too free spirited and then I've also just December. No, Sagittarius. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Are you really? You was. Okay. Yes, we are. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Well, I'm sorry that it didn't work out with y'all. Oh my gosh. I need these quotes written out. You're literally thank you for that. I appreciate you. Yeah. This is true. This is true. And I think like you have to tap out of your tap out of the world. Like we're so caught up in like schedule and routine and like doing other things, people pleasing and other people's opinions of how we should be living. And if you don't take time to really, yeah, if you don't take time to tap out of that and kind of do what makes you happy, you will stay caught up in that whole thing of being and feeling like you have time to make a decision later on in life. Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah. Oh, really? Midway. That sounds very familiar. On State Street? Okay. Absolutely. It goes fast. Yeah. Absolutely. God provides. God removes and God replaces. Yeah. 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 Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. God removes and God replaces, and then God answers your prayers. So one thing I like to say is you know that cliche quote of like be careful what you ask for or pray for because you just might get it. I don't really like I mean I like that quote, but I like to just change the language of it. It is real, but I think that you shouldn't be afraid to ask or pray for what you want. I think you just have to be more specific because you will receive it. The problem is you don't know how you're going to receive it and it doesn't come gift wrap. So you asked God to get you out of that. You didn't know how he was going to get you out of it. He did. So now in your next prayers, you have to just be more specific about what you want moving forward, like down to the detail because he hears your prayers and he will answer you. You just have to be specific. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I like them to be called locks, but yeah. Yeah. You grew them yourself? Yeah. Awesome. Some people don't. Yeah, me too. I grew mine and I do my own hair. Yeah. You don't know where people hands be or like what they Yeah, or people pray over you while they're doing your hair. You don't know. People be doing witchcraft and all types of stuff. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So you know what? Thank you. You know what? You keep asking God for what you want. Just be more specific on what you want and how you want to receive it. Yeah, and God's gonna replace your car. He's gonna replace your house. Yeah, that's okay. You got time. Time is more valuable than money. You could never get back more time, but you could always get back more money. When's your birthday? Okay. Yeah. Cancer and Leo, Gemini. Okay. Yeah. I know my nephew's a Cancer. Oh, you know, my nephew, they're grown now, so they into their own lives with their girlfriends and all that stuff. But yeah, 39. You think so? Thank you. I appreciate it. What was your name? Thomas? India. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Thomas. No, I'm not married. No, it's not. I come here. I'm at the library every day, and I'm waiting. I have to walk over here in like 5, 10 minutes to get my daughter from school. No, I'm actually healing from my daughter's father from a very traumatizing experience. A lot of things. A lot of things. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear that, and that's a badge of honor. Not every man can say that, so that's awesome. That means you're a real man. Men that do that have some issues going on. Yeah, we're all responsible to take care of our own issues. Yeah, Thomas Midway Barber 01. Hey, I I followed you, so you will get a notification. It'll say Lifestyle Autodidact followed you. That's me. Okay, because I'm in the sun. I'm in the best light ever made by God. Yeah, it's the only thing that like makes me glow. Every other light it'd be like not serving me correctly, in my opinion. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. October will be 5 years that I did it. Okay, not bad. Yeah, they grow fast. Why do you cut them? Well, what was the point of locking your hair? Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he have locks? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. A lot of that going on, especially because it's the end of the year. Yeah, you can say that again. It is. You know, you just gotta, you gotta tap out of that stuff. I mean, you gotta know the relevance of it,
I don't even
but you
remember.
can only live for you and your and the family that you create. You know,
So how old is your kid?
5,
Boy
yeah,
or
girl.
girl? Oh, that's the boys. You gotta really stay on top of them. Girls too, but boys, you really gotta stay on top of my daughter. She's 14,
Okay,
and I stay on her ass because what I did is when I had money, I spoiled her rotten. She spoiled rotten. That's all she did was call daddy. Can you send me some money? I
yeah.
said, your daddy don't have no money no more. Your daddy's broke. You know.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just
But
saying
words are
I'm
power. And you put it in the universe, and then it'll
okay.
become
Well, I won't say it
permanent.
no more. I won't say it no more.
Just
My
say you're going through a financial
difficulty.
breakthrough.
Yeah. Not a breakthrough.
A breakthrough.
A
If
breakthrough.
you say a difficulty, you can't end it on a negative.
Okay.
You have to end it on a positive. That's why you say you're going through a financial breakthrough. Like the breakthrough hasn't happened yet; it's in motion.
Okay. You definitely my
Words.
girl. You putting the wisdom in on me.
Well, I'm glad you're taking heed to it.
You,
Some
you, you're
people,
turning you're turning me out with your wisdom.
it's all about the words. It's all about you have to speak
Yeah,
where
you have
you're
to speak
going.
goodness into
You
your life.
can't speak
Yeah.
about what you're actually going through. I mean, you can, but even the way you speak about it has to be forward moving,
Yeah.
future forward, or else you just will stay in the condition that you're currently in.
So
It's
let me ask you a
permanent. I mean,
question.
it's temporary.
Why are you sitting out here in the sun? You trying to get a suntan?
No, because I was doing a live. I was doing my live on my YouTube, and I was literally just waiting. I need to walk over here and go get my daughter. Getting out in like I don't see it's 3:06, so I have like 3 minutes.
Got 3 minutes.
But so I just told you I'm here at the library every day, and I try to take advantage of the nice days. It
Well,
just happens to
when I'm
keep
out,
being
I'm
nice.
gonna come by here. This is where you be at.
Yeah, I'm usually here. If I'm not here, I'm usually here around this time, around 2. I'm usually sitting out here and just
Did
doing
you
my
see?
live at
Did
two
you see my
o'clock.
Facebook?
No, I followed you on Instagram.
Oh, okay. But I was telling you about Facebook. It's Thomas Allen. I put it on my Facebook. I'm either well, I used to have a Mercedes before all this shit went down,
That's all right.
and Audis and everything. But now I'm just a broke guy.
I told you don't say
Not
that.
not broke. I'm a humble guy.
No, wrong words. All wrong words.
Okay. What word should I have used? I'd like to hear what you got to say, Sam. Damn, you got pretty
your,
teeth.
your mouth. You should one remove broke from your vocabulary.
Okay, broke. It's gone. You won't hear me say that no
Good. And you're building a new life. You have a new chance to start over. So you're building and you are manifesting whatever goals and dreams that you have for yourself. You can't stay stuck on what you had or what's no longer there. Because I told you, God removes and God replaces. So you'll have something better than a Mercedes, the next car that you get,
more. Oh, I already know that. So
and you'll have bigger and better whatever next place that you move
I'm gonna be
into.
looking for you when I get.
You're gonna be looking for me.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Thank you.
Hi,
You made my
Bonafide.
day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear
Yeah. I feel pretty
that.
good now.
I'm glad. Were you not feeling good before?
I was feeling all right, but I was tired of walking. I got to walk up here and take this paper back.
That's all right. Look at that. You're getting your steps in for the day. You're getting your exercise.
Yeah. And I used to when I was living in that room. I'm glad they shut it down because I wasn't doing shit but watching Netflix. I don't watch
Terrible.
everything on Netflix. I
Do
don't
you
watch.
read?
Oh yeah. Netflix is great.
What is up with these negative words you keep using? Why would reading be pitiful?
No, I said. Oh well, I didn't mean to say pitiful. I mean I done read a lot of books.
That's
I
good.
like self
Keep
help books.
reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. gotta keep reading. You're forever evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, Thomas, I have to
Okay.
go over
Oh, I
here and
know.
grab my daughter. It was nice to meet you. I'm glad that I made your day. I mean, I was just popping my shit online.
Yeah, well, you made my
and
day. I like you. I think you're cute.
thank you.
Yeah.
And
So
I
when
hope
you
that you have an amazing rest of the day.
tomorrow, I'm gonna come through and see you. See, I got all this.
Tomorrow, yeah. If you when I'm sitting out here, it's usually like by 2 o'clock.
That's it.
Usually, because I come here and if it's nice, I sit outside. If not, I'm inside the library.
Oh, okay.
But usually, to wait for my daughter, I try to make it back in this area if I'm not running around doing stuff.
Yeah, but you are gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. And
Next time I see you, maybe I'll take you to somewhere. It ain't nowhere around it to get moments, but
there's not the everyday struggle. So
that
trust me.
McDonald's is horrible.
I'll eat McDonald's. I'm vegan, so there's not even a lot of options around here for me, actually. Anyway, so
Are you vegan?
9 years now. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Huh? Uplifting you? Oh, of course, that's easy. I could do that all day. Oh, dang. I stayed on my life. That was good. See what I'm saying? People just come to me. I be attracting people who I like helping people. I would do that all day without getting paid. Being uplifting and healing people while I'm healing myself. Oh God, the story of my life. But anyways, that was good. I'm glad that I just stayed recording. That was good vibes. But see, I was just popping my shit, being myself, and it attracts all walks and all lives of people, men, women. So that was funny that I was saying that. That's what my life was about, and then I had that experience and I got it on camera. So, anyways, I gotta go. But since this is my second live of the day, I will leave my heartfelt messages like I always do. Number one, don't let anybody label you. Those who try to label you want you to live in lack and not your purpose. And you were born for a purpose. You're not born to live in lack and limitations. So don't let anybody label you, including yourself. Two, don't ever let anybody put you in a box. Those who try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs. And if you allow anybody to put you in a box, they will then try to put you in a ditch. Ask me how I know. And three, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. Look at that. The sun's not doing me justice. Don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. And the way that you do that is by taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue and saving yourself. Because absolutely, positively, nobody is coming to save you. You must save yourself. And if you are able to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, you in return will save yourself from living the life that your parents want you to live, the life that society tries to create for you to live in, and the life that the school systems and the job systems try to create for you to live within. And you were not born to work a job and pay bills and die. No, sir. No, ma'am. You were born to live in your purpose. And abundance and prosperity in a life of luxury is your birthright. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. And if you want to figure out what your purpose is, you need to figure out what problem you were born to solve. We were all born to help the world and solve a problem. And the second that you do that, you will live in your purpose and you will live a life of luxury. So I gotta go. I'm at my daughter's school. I hope that you have an amazing rest of the day. Peace.